Gotta keep the devil down in the hole.
Hey everybody, it's Dead Winter Dead with another Battlefield 4 video for you. Today, the topic is completely off what you're seeing. This is just some random footage that I picked up off of the Zavad map, which is a beautiful map. It's an excellently rendered map, beautiful art direction. It's really cool. It's got almost kind of that stalker shadow of Chernobyl feel. This kind of abandoned industrial complex in an old former Soviet Socialist Republic, bloc country. Just really neat. This idea that it's an industrial place that's just been forgotten to the sands of times, and all the old vehicles are just left to rust and rot, and no one really comes there anymore. But it's now become the focus of this intense combat in the new World War, or whatever this might be. But all gushing aside on the Zavad map, there's something I want to address. Now, I don't want to come off as arrogant or elitist, but this has just really been bugging me, and I'm not sure if it happens at the inset of most games, but I do understand that you have an influx of new players into a new title. Now, granted, Battlefield it's an old, just concrete series. It's had a long following for several years. But with every new Battlefield title come new fans and new players. Now, whether they stay for 2 or 3 months and play, or whether they stay for the entire 2 years of the lifespan of the game until the next title comes out, varies. But I do understand that there is kind of a learning curve, and there are some people that do kind of, you have to get used to the mechanics of the game. But this is what I want to address: spotting. Spot. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've been in a situation where I spawn on a friendly who's laying prone, trying to cap a flag or trying to guard an MCOM or something, and I spawn on them, and I immediately get shot by a bad guy who is hiding in a corner less than 2 meters away from the guy I spawned on. And when I look at the kill cam, they're actually facing each other, or they're actually having like a little pistol fight or something. And when I start shooting at someone, the first thing I do is spam Q, because if they go behind cover, I want to be able to track them. I also want to be able to make sure that I can shoot them through cover. Like, let's say they go through some destructible cover, that I can still shoot at an accurate representation of where they might be. Now, this is something that you want to do all the time. And you might be saying, well, I'm an assault class player and I have defibs and a med pack with an M416. So there's nothing I can do about that chopper. There's nothing I can do about that tank. You are right. That's absolutely right. If a tank comes up against you and you have nothing but a hand with some skin on it, you're probably going to get rolled. But if you spot it, that gives Battlefield live, accurate, real-time Battlefield information for the rest of your team. So the rest of your team can see, oh, there is a vehicle over there, or oh, there is an air vehicle or a chopper or a jet or whatever, or there is a group of guys over there. Even if that's like the last thing you do, you're down to like 1 hit point, and it's this blaze of glory thing where you're just firing your pistol away. Spot those guys so that when you die, that group of guys that just rolled you over doesn't just roll into a base or roll onto an MCOM or roll onto a flag completely uncontested. You want to reveal their position. Now there is this breed of Battlefield player that they're just like, well, I want to get the kills for myself, or I want to sneak up on this guy and take his tags because I want to have the most knife kills out of all my friends. And that's cool, whatever. I know that there's some competitiveness amongst friends. That's fine. But the core idea of the Battlefield games has always been team play. You know, working as a squad, working as a team to get the objective done. And at the end of the day, if you win, you win. It doesn't matter how many knife kills you had. It doesn't matter how many, you know, secondary weapon kills you had or how many main weapon kills you had. If your team wins, hey, you win. So if you come across an enemy that you cannot deal with, someone who is out of your class range, so to speak, like the example I gave with an assault class player coming up against, say, an AA vehicle or a lab or a tank, spot it anyway, because you never know. One of your teammates may be in the area who has the capacity to deal with that threat. If you come up against an enemy, you know, do exactly what I said before. Now remember, in a previous video I did state that yes, I'm not a professional player, I'm not a competitive player, but this is just common sense. You see an enemy, you start to fire at him, spam that Q button so that he does light up. He lights up so you can see him. If he goes behind cover, you can track him. If he tries to do that whole duck and weave thing where he goes around a doorway and you think he's going to go down the hallway to outflank you, but it turns out he actually just does a 180 to come right back in your face. If you have him spotted, you can see that happen in real time and be prepared for it. And your battle brothers around you on the battlefield can see that happen. So just remember that this is something that's helpful to the entire team, not just something that's helpful to you. Now I understand that, you know, a lot of people out for their, you know, they're out for their own stats and their own KD, and they want to kind of hog those kills to themselves. And you know, I can see that to a point. I'm not really that kind of player. I really do like to PTFO, and I really do like to see what I can do as far as helping the overall team out. But the bottom line I want you to take from this is spot, 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 because it does help your entire team, and it also helps you in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the battle. Anyway, guys, this was just kind of a quick little rant. Sorry for, you know, how aggressive or how selfish it may have sounded, but I just really wanted to get that out there and just kind of get that out there to people who are listening to me. Just remember to spot, because you're not just helping yourself out. You're not just, you know, covering your own back if you're up against a clever player or up against a piece of equipment that you can't deal with. You're helping your entire team. It's battlefield information. Anyway, guys, I'm Dead Winter Dead. Thanks for watching.